Okay, so let's see if we can go over how to do one of these Desmos assignments. All right, and so we've got this Desmos assignment here, and it says function machine table to graph number 1. All right. And let's go over to our demo student here. So if I go over to Safari and I try and log into classroom.google.com, and not as me, but as my demo 6th grader, so it's the same thing. Okay, and so we go in and we say, okay, I'm a demo 6th grader, and I'm going to look at this assignment, and there it is, function machine table to graph 1. Okay, so I go in and I click on this function machine assignment in Desmos. And so I say, yeah, that's me, demo 6th grader. So click to get started, click next, so the next button's up here. And you'll see this little thing that there's not a submit button. We're going to go back to Google Classroom. Okay, so here's a table like we were working on before, a function machine. So we put in a 0, out comes a 3. We put in a 1, out comes a 5. What we'll do is think of that idea of slope. So how much did we change from the input of 0 to 1? We changed by 1. What did the output change by? It changed by 2. So this is a machine that doubles what comes in, but it does something else, because when we put in 0, 2 times 0 is 0, but we still get a 3. So now our theory becomes, this is a machine that does times 2 and then plus 3. Let's see if that works. 2 times 0 plus 3 is 3. 2 times 1 is 2 plus 3 is 5. So now we go to the next one. And we say, let's try and put that in. So you can't remember, what did I have there? I'm going to say, maybe wrote out a piece of paper. So I have 0, 3, and 1, 5. So I go in here and I say, okay, I'm going to put in the points, 0, 3. Okay, and ask, do I want to label it? And you say, I don't really need to. So you'll see other things where we do label our points, but here they're just 2 points on this line. Okay, now we say, let's try and write the equation. So this is y equals 2x plus 3. And if our equation's right, well, let's say we did y equals 2x plus 1. Oh, okay. You say, well, it's parallel, but it's not the right one. What if I do 2x minus 3? Okay, parallel, further away. Let's try 2x plus 3. And there it is, right? Okay. So that's how we do it. So we go to the next one, another table. In this table, we get, now what happened here? So look at, we changed our input by 2. So if you change your input by 2, and the output went up by 4, well, you can just, but you want to say, well, what's the slope? Well, it's 4 over 2, which is the same as 2. 4 divided by 2 equals 2. So we have the same slope, but notice instead of having 0 and then 1, I took inputs that were 2 apart. So you take the change in y and you divide by 2. So 0, 3, 2, 7. So I say, okay, 0, 3, 2, 7. Okay, I've got my 2 points, 2, 7, and you scroll out so you can see them. And you say, now I'm going to do, and it turns out that it's the exact same equation as before, just that we had 2 points that are separate. And we go to our next slide, and it says, okay, that's all. So we've got this as done. Okay. And what we then do as a student is we go in, okay, not to there. Okay.
Hey, Tom.
Yep.
Hey, sorry to interrupt you.
Okay, just one, can I just have to finish this video. I'll be right there. And I'll be right down in a second. Okay, so now we view the assignment and we mark as done. Okay, so we click there, mark as done. And then we go over to, if we look at the teacher goes in and I update that. And I go here and I say turned in 1, and I view the assignment. And now when I look at the demo 6th grader, I don't see anything here, right? I see it's turned in. But when I go to teacher.desmos.com and I go to my custom activities, and I look at this guy, and I say, well, let's see what that class has done. And when I look there, so we're loading it up, and so there's the 5 slides, and there's their demo 6th grader. And when I look at him, I go through and look what I can see. I can see there's that line that we made, and there's that other line that we made. And so demo 6th grader now, I can see his work. Okay, so you don't really see anything on Google Classroom, but you see how I can see everything that was done by the student.